all are fine. Welcome in mathematics class. Let us start our today's session. In our last session, we have seen properties of rational number. In that, we have completed first property of rational number, which is closure property. Okay. Now in today's session, we discuss about other property of rational number, which is commutativity. Okay. Now this commutativity property says that while solving an equation, if we change the places of values, then this does not affect our answer. Okay. Now this property commutativity, we have to check this property commutativity with respect to whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Okay. So we see one by one here. We have to check whole numbers are commutative with respect to mathematical operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. So like that closure property, we see here commutativity property. Okay, for whole numbers. Now for this property, we have to show that a plus b is equal to b plus a. This means what? If I take two whole numbers a and b, then addition of a plus b is equals b plus a. Addition of a plus b is equals b plus a. Let us check here. 7 and 0 are two whole numbers, right? 7 plus 0. If 7 plus 0, we get 7. Okay. Also 0 plus 7. Okay. Answer of 0 plus 7 is equal to also 7. Okay. Now let us check another example here. 2 plus 3. 2 and 3 both are whole numbers. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Now what will be the answer of 3 plus 2? Yes, 3 plus 2 is also a 5. Now this 7 and 5. These both numbers are whole numbers. That means and LHS and RHS both sides have same answer. Okay, this shows that a plus b is equal to b plus a. That means whole numbers are commutative with respect to addition. Okay, whole numbers are commutative with respect to addition. Okay. Now let us check what will happen about subtraction. Okay. Again here we take two whole numbers, which is 2 and 3. Okay. So 2 minus 3. Now 2 minus 3 is, there is different sign. Okay. So here we take subtraction and sign of the bigger number. That is 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1. Okay. But what will happen if we take 3 minus 2? Now what will be the answer of 3 minus 2? Here 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. That means answers are not same. Okay. Answers are not matches. That is, in case of subtraction, if we change the places of numbers, we can't get the same answer. Okay. Here a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Okay. So this shows that subtraction, that whole number is not commutative with respect to subtraction. Whole numbers are not commutative with respect to subtraction. Okay students, you get this? Okay. Now let us check the other mathematical operation, which is multiplication. Okay. So for multiplication, let us check here 4 into 5. Now 4 into 5 is equal to 20. Now check 5 into 4. 5 into 4 is equal to also 20. Again 2 into 3. Here also we get 2 into 3 is 6. 3 into 2. Here also we get 6. That means a into b is equal to here b into a. Okay, that means multiplication. If we change the order of the numbers, we get the same answer. Okay, so therefore whole numbers are commutative with respect to multiplication. Okay, now the last operation is division. Okay, so here we check the commutativity property for whole numbers for the division. Now in division we have to check a divided b is equal to b divided by a. Okay, now let us check here. Here value of a is 1, a divided by b. Now a divided by b, which is equal to like that 1 upon 2. Okay, and 2 divided by 1. Now 2 divided by 1 is 2. Answer is same? No. Here answers are not matches. Therefore a divided by b is not equals to b divided by a. So whole numbers are not commutative with respect to division. Okay, so here we learn whole numbers are commutative with respect to addition. They are not commutative with respect to subtraction. They are commutative with respect to multiplication, and they are not commutative with respect to division. Okay. Now let us check the commutative property for the integers. Again for all mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. So let us check for integers. Now look at the board here. First mathematical operation is addition. Now for the integers, we have to again show that a plus b is equal to b plus a. If this property is satisfied, then integers are commutative with respect to addition. Okay, now take any two integers. Here I take 2 and 6. Now 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. And what will be the answer of 6 plus 2? Yes, right. 6 plus 2 is also 8. Now 2 plus 6 is equal to 8 and 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. That means while changing the order of the number, we get the same answer. That means integers are commutative with respect to addition. We get the result that a plus b is equal to b plus a. Okay, so here also integers are commutative with respect to addition. Now let us check what will happen in case of subtraction. So here I take two numbers 4, negative 3. Now 4, negative 3 is 1, correct, and 3, negative 4, here 3, negative 4 is negative 1. That means 4 and 3 both are integer numbers, but 4 negative 3 is equals 1 and 3 negative 4 is equals negative 1. So answers are not same. So that means here we get a minus b is not equals to b minus a. Okay, that means what is the result of this? Very nice. Integers are not commutative with respect to with respect to subtraction. Right? Okay. Now consider next mathematical operation, which is multiplication. Okay. Now let us check for the multiplication. Here we take two integer numbers, that is negative 3 and 4. So negative 3 into 4 we get negative 12, and which equals if 4 into negative 3. Now negative 3 into 4 negative 12. Also 4 into negative 3 also negative 12. That means if we change the places of the numbers, does not affect on the answer. That means in this case also we get A into B is equals to B into A. Okay, A into B is equals to B into A. Okay, let us take one more example here. 6 into 3. Now 6 3s are 18. Let us check 3 6 are also 18. Okay. So from these two examples, we can say that multiplication is or integers are commutative with respect to multiplication. Integers are commutative with respect to multiplication. Okay. Now let us check for the division. Okay. So let us take two integer numbers here, 7 and 8. Now 7 divided by 8 is equal to 7 upon 8, and 8 divided by 7 is equal to what? 8 upon 7. Now answer will be matches here. 7 upon 8 is not equals to 8 upon 7. That means in case of division, A divided by B does not matches with B divided by A. Okay. So what this says that? Very nice. Integers are not commutative with respect to division. Okay. So here we check the commutative property for whole numbers and integers. Now we check commutative property for the rational number. Okay. So we have to check is the rational numbers are commutative with respect to all these mathematical operations. So first start with addition. Okay. So let us take two rational numbers here. 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 6. Okay. 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 6. Now we have to add these two rational numbers. Now here denominators are different. So first we have to equalize the denominator. So let us take cross multiplication. Very nice. So by taking cross multiplication, here we get 2 into 6, that is 12, plus 4 into 3 is 12, divided by 6 into 3 is 18. Right? So 12 plus 12, that is 24 upon 18. Okay. Now let us check here. 4 upon 6 plus 2 upon 3. Here I change the order of the number. Okay. This number is A plus B and this number is B plus A. Okay. Now let us check. Here also denominators are different. So we take cross multiplication. So after cross multiplication we get here 4 plus 3. Sorry, 4 into 3 is 12 plus 6 2's are 12 and here 6 3's are 18. That means 12 plus 12 is equal to 24 upon 18. Okay. So these both answers are same. Okay. That means in this case here we get A plus B equals to B plus A. Okay. Which says that rational numbers are commutative. Rational numbers are commutative under the operation addition. Okay. Rational numbers are commutative under the operation addition. Okay. Now let us check what will happen with respect to subtraction. Okay. Here I take 1 upon 2 minus 3 upon 4. Here I take two rational numbers 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. Okay. Now subtraction. For subtraction here also denominators are different. Okay. So here also we take cross multiplication for subtraction of these two fractions. Right. So by cross multiplication here 1 into 4 is 4 minus 3 into 2 is 6 divided by 2 into 4 is 8. Now here signs are different. When signs are different, we take subtraction and sign of answer is bigger number. Okay, that is 4 minus 6. Here 4 minus 6 is 2 and sign is negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 upon 8. So subtracting of these two fractions, 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4, we get here minus 2 upon 8. Now I change the places here, 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. Okay, here I changes the places or I changes the order of the numbers. Okay, let us check what will happen here. For subtraction, we take here cross multiplication, that is 3 into 2 is 6 minus 1 into 4 is 4 divided by 8. Now 6 minus 4, that is 2 upon 8. Now let us check the answers here. A minus B, here that is A minus B. A minus B gives you negative 2 upon 8 and B minus A is equal to what? 2 upon 8. That means answers are not matches. That is A minus B is not equals to B minus A. Okay, that means rational numbers are not commutative. Rational numbers are not commutative under the operation subtraction. Okay, now let us check for the multiplication. So here 5 upon 2 into 3 upon 4. 5 upon 2 into 3 upon 4. Now for the multiplication will be done by numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator, right? So 5 into 3 divided by here 2 into 4, that is 15 upon 8. Now if I change the places, we get here 3 divided by 4 into 5 divided by 2, that is 3 into 5 divided by 4 into 2, that is here also we get 15 upon 8. That means our answer is matches here. So here we get the result that A into B is equal to B into A. Okay, this result shows that rational numbers are commutative. Rational numbers are commutative under the operation multiplication. Okay, now let us check last operation, which is division for rational numbers. Okay, so here 2 divided by 3. Now 2 divided by 3 or 2 divided by 3 is 2 upon 3 and 3 divided by 2 is 3 upon 2. Now here 2 and 3 both are rational numbers, but answers are not matches. Okay, consider here one more example. 5 divided by 4. 5 divided by 4. Now 5 divided by 4 or 5 upon 2 divided by 4 upon 3. Let us check this example. 5 upon 2 divided by 4 upon 3. Okay, now 5 upon 2, this division sign will changes to multiplication, and here we take the reciprocal of this fraction. So reciprocal of this fraction is 3 upon 4. Now multiplication here, 5 3s are 15 and 2 4s are 8. So 5 upon 2 divided by 4 upon 3, we get the answer is 15 upon 8. Now if I change the places of the number, that is 4 upon 3 divided by 5 upon 2, then we get here 4 upon 3 as it is first fraction. This division will changes to multiplication and the fraction 5 upon 2 will changes to 2 upon 5. That is the reciprocal of this fraction. Okay, now while doing the multiplication, we get here 4 into 2 is 8 and 3 5s are 15. That means the answer is 15 upon 8 and here 8 upon 15. So answer will not matches. So A divided by B is not equals to b divided by a. Okay, so this result shows that rational numbers are not commutative with respect to division. Okay, so here we learn the commutative property for the rational numbers. Rational numbers are commutative under the operation addition. They are not commutative under the operation subtraction. They are commutative for the multiplication, and they are not commutative with respect to division. Okay, so dear students, here we completed our second property of rational number, which is commutativity for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. So, my dear students, watch this video carefully, listen this video carefully, write down all these examples in your notebook and